Who doesn't love layers and layers of chocolate? If you need a rich and creamy dairy-free dessert, look no further because this chocolate pie is to die for. Hey there, I'm Molly Thompson from What Molly Made. Welcome back to my kitchen where we make good food that makes you feel good too. Today we are making a dairy-free chocolate pudding pie. Crunchy chocolate cookie crust sits underneath 2 layers of chocolate pudding and chocolate cream. Top it with whipped cream and chocolate curls and you'll be proud to serve this at any gathering. The only baking we're doing in this entire recipe is the crust, so let's get started on that first. Add 2 boxes of your favorite dairy-free crunchy chocolate cookies to the bowl of a food processor or a high-speed blender. We're using Simple Mills chocolate cookies, but you could also use Oreo cookies without the cream. Pulse it a few times to crumble the cookies. Next, add 5 tablespoons of melted vegan butter or coconut oil and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Close the lid and pulse it together a few more times or until the mixture resembles wet sand. Press the crust into the bottom and sides of a greased 9-inch springform pan or a deep dish pie pan. I recommend using a small measuring cup to press firmly down on the bottom and the sides. Bake the crust at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes, then remove it to a wire rack to cool. While it's baking, you can get started on the chocolate pudding. Add 4 cups of dairy-free milk, 1/3 cup of cornstarch, 1/2 cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of salt, and 1/2 cup of cocoa powder to a medium saucepan without turning on the heat. Whisk it well until the cocoa powder and the cornstarch are dissolved. Once the lumps are gone, turn the heat up to medium-high and whisk frequently until it starts to boil, then turn the heat down to low and simmer, whisking constantly for 1 minute until the pudding thickens. Remove the pan from the heat and whisk in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/4 cup of cashew butter or sun butter for a nut-free option, and 3.5 ounces of chopped dairy-free semi-sweet chocolate. Whisk it all together until the chocolate is melted and the pudding is really smooth. Pour 3/4 of the pudding into the baked pie crust, saving the rest for the next layer. Use a spatula to smooth it out in an even layer, then place the pudding pie in the fridge while you make the chocolate whipped cream layer. Add the remaining 1/4 cup of pudding to a medium bowl or use the same saucepan with 2 cups of dairy-free whipped topping. We're using a store-bought vegan whipped topping, but you could also make your own coconut whipped cream. Fold the 2 together very gently using a spatula until they're completely combined and the pudding is light and fluffy. Spread the chocolate cream over the pudding pie. Cover and chill for at least 4 hours or up to 5 days. When you're ready to serve, top the pie with the remaining whipped cream and chocolate curls if desired. Serve chilled and store leftovers back in the fridge. This recipe couldn't be easier. It also couldn't be more delicious or look more impressive. This is a great one for the holidays because you can make it days in advance. If you love this recipe, hit subscribe, then check out our vegan banana cream pie.